Hello, my friends. Today I will tell the story of Bruce Lee in a clear and simple way so you can learn and enjoy. Bruce Lee was born on November 27, 1940, in San Francisco, United States, while his parents were visiting there for work. His Chinese name was Li Junfan. Soon after his birth, his family went back to Hong Kong and Bruce grew up in that busy city. His father worked in the opera, and his mother took care of the family. As a child, Bruce was strong, quick, and full of energy. He sometimes got into trouble at school because he fought with other children. When Bruce was young, he also began to act in movies. He appeared in small roles on the Hong Kong screen and learned how to move with speed and skill in front of the camera. In Hong Kong, Bruce learned martial arts, first as a way to protect himself and to get better control of his body. When he was a teenager, he found a teacher named Yip Man who taught a style of kung fu called Wing Chun. Bruce trained hard with Yip Man. He liked to learn and to practice every day. Bruce also learned from many other teachers and read books about fighting and about how the body moves. He did not stop with one style. He wanted to test different ideas and to find what worked best for him in real fights. When Bruce was a young man, he moved to the United States. He arrived in Seattle in 1959 to study and to find new chances. In Seattle, he went to the University of Washington and he met many friends who liked sports and action. He opened small schools to teach martial arts. At his schools, he taught students how to be fast, how to punch and kick with power, and how to think clearly when they fought. Bruce taught not only moves, but also how to train the body with exercises and how to use the mind. He pushed his students to get stronger, to have better speed, and to be calm under pressure. Bruce Lee believed that fighting was not only about copies of old moves. He wanted a new way. He said that a person should use what works and leave what does not help. He mixed ideas from many styles and added his own ideas about speed, direct action, and simple motion. He called his idea Jeet Kune Do, which means the way of the intercepting fist. This idea was not a long list of patterns, it was a way to think about fighting. He wanted fighters to be free and fast, to move like water, to not be stuck in fixed shapes. For Bruce, fighting was a creative act. He wrote many notes and practiced a lot. He trained with weights, with speed drills, and with long hours on the wooden dummy and the punching bag. He cared about fitness and believed that the body must be strong and the mind must be clear. While teaching in the United States, Bruce also worked in movies and TV. He was an actor who had the look and the skill that could interest people. At first, he had small parts. He worked as a coach and a teacher for actors who needed to learn moves for their films. Bruce wanted to show his art to many people. He used each chance to show his speed and his clear power. Not all people in Hollywood understood him at first. Some saw him only as a small Asian actor with a small part. He felt the limits of the system and the narrow ideas about Asian actors in American movies. This made him want to prove that an Asian man could be a star and could be strong and proud on the screen. Bruce returned to Hong Kong for a time and made movies that would become very famous. His return proved to be a turning point. In Hong Kong, he made films where he was the star and where he could show his full power and his hard training. In films like The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, he became very popular. He moved with speed and he used real martial art power in the screen fights. People liked his clear moves and his strong face. He did not use slow or fake moves, he wanted the audience to feel the energy of real skill. He also wrote and directed a film called Way of the Dragon, in which he fought the big screen star in Rome. The fight scene in a Roman theater was simple, direct, and very exciting. Bruce showed not only hard action, but also timing and clever ideas in his fights. His films mixed skill, story, and his own style. They became big hits in Asia and then around the world. Bruce's fame grew and his life changed fast. Movie companies wanted him for new films, and people wrote about him in magazines. He became a symbol of strength and skill for many young people who wanted to learn martial arts. He also used his new status to explain his ideas about training and about life. He wrote short notes about how to train the body and the mind. After his death, these notes were made into a book called The Tao of Jeet Kune Do. The book helped many people understand his way of thinking about fighting, not as a list of moves, but as a way to live with honesty and direct action. In 1973, Bruce came back to work with Hollywood. He made a film called Enter the Dragon with an international team. The film mixed Eastern and Western ideas and showed Bruce in a world stage. Enter the Dragon would become a classic film for martial arts. It showed Bruce as a man who could act, fight, and think. The world began to see him not only as a fighter, but also as a great performer and a thinker about bodies and motion. People in the West began to study Kung Fu and to go to classes to learn the moves Bruce showed on screen. His films helped to change the image of Asian people in the world and to show more respect for martial arts and Asian culture. Bruce Lee's life was full of hard work and fast success, yet it was also short. On July 20, 1973, at the age of 32, Bruce died suddenly in Hong Kong. His death shocked the world. Doctors said that he had a brain swelling that caused his body to stop. People were sad, and some could not believe that a strong and active man could die so young. After his death, many people began to study his work, to remember his words, and to follow his training ideas. His fans and his students kept his name alive by teaching, by training, and by making films that spoke of his influence. Bruce left many gifts to the world. First, he showed that training the body well matters. He used weights, running, and quick drills to make his body very fast. He taught that strength must be mixed with speed and with clear thought. Second, he gave a new way to think about martial arts. He wanted people to be free from old rules that did not work. His idea was to use simple action and smart timing. He taught people to move like water, soft when needed and hard when needed, to be formless and ready. Third, Bruce helped change how the world saw Asian people in film. He opened the door for other actors and for more diverse stories. He became a symbol of courage, of pride, and of a new way to be strong. Many students and friends kept his work alive. Some of his students were famous actors and athletes. They told stories of how Bruce trained and how he helped them become better. Others wrote books or made films about his life. His wife and his family shared his notes so others could read them. The small schools he opened had teachers who kept teaching his ways. Over time, Jeet Kune Do was studied not only for fighting, but for self-discipline and for life skill. People who do not want to fight still read his ideas because they help in sport, dance, and in daily life when we need to be quick and calm. Bruce had a strong mind and many simple rules he liked to say. He liked the idea that a person should be honest with themselves. He wanted people to know their own limits and to work to go beyond them. He wanted action that was clear and with purpose. He asked people not to copy everything they saw, but to use what fits them. This idea is useful not only for fighting, but for learning a new skill or for any job. He believed that practice and clear thought together make a strong person. Bruce's training methods changed how people trained for martial arts and for sport. He did not only believe in slow moves and long practice alone. He added exercises for speed and for the heart, like running, and he used weights for strength. He used drills that trained reflexes so the body could move well without thinking too long. He taught people to be ready for real action and to train their minds to stay calm when things were hard. He also cared about diet and rest. He tried to live a full life and to keep his body in the best shape. Bruce's movies still teach many young people today. When students watch his films, they often stop a scene and try the moves in slow steps. They see how simple and exact his motion was. Filmmakers still copy his clear way of shooting fight scenes so the audience can see each move and feel the energy. Actors study his timing and his way to use the face and the eyes to tell a story without many words. In this way, Bruce changed not only martial arts, but also the art of movie action. People remember Bruce Lee for his strong will and for his many short sayings that push people to be better. He liked to say that fear and doubt stop people from reaching a better self. He wanted people to use hard work to pass those limits. This message made him a hero for many who wanted to be better in sport, work, or life. He showed that with clear thinking, hard training, and honesty with yourself, you can change and grow. His life, full of training and sudden fame, shows a path of discipline and self-belief. After many years, his name became a symbol in many places. Schools, gyms, and books used his image and his ideas to show a path of active life. His voice is still in many short films, in training halls, and in the hearts of students who want the same drive he had. Even people who do not study martial arts know his name and understand that he changed how people think about motion and strength. He moved like water, he fought with mind and body, and he shared a clear way to train. Bruce Lee's story also teaches a gentle lesson about balance. He was strong and active, but he also opened his mind to new ideas. He wanted East and West to learn from each other. He mixed the best ideas and left what did not help. This open mind made his work new and alive. The balance he sought was not only in fighting, but in life. Work hard, but think clearly. Be fast, but be calm. Know your way, but be ready to change the way if it does not work. Today, many people of different ages and from many places study Bruce Lee's life. Some travel to the places where he lived. Some watch his films, and some read the notes he left behind. Teachers and writers still speak about him as a man who did not accept limits and who wanted to make a better way. His influence moved across sport, film, and culture. He helped people see that a single person with strong ideas can change how many think about strength and skill. In short, Bruce Lee was a man who rose from a small boy in Hong Kong to become a world star in a short life. He learned from old teachers, he made his own ideas, and he worked very hard to show them to the world. He opened doors for actors and for martial artists, and he left ideas that many people still use today. His life was not easy, but it was full of action, thought, and the wish to help people be better and braver. Even now, years after his death, his words and his moves still make new students stand up, train harder, and try to become a better person. That is the story of Bruce Lee, a short life that made a long change for many people around the world.